Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Roonies to this brand new video where we're going to be talking about my favorite beginner units / units that I currently use because I am a beginner. The only time I cashed in with Robux was one Game Pass and also the Floral Overseer because I wanted to make a video. I then traded it for some other units that I wanted to have, and then I farmed 200k back and got myself the Floral Overseer again. I'm going to be talking about all of the units that I have that I think is really good, that you can grab up along the way, that are basically one of the meta S tier units that you can use to basically finish any kind of issue that you have in the game. I mean, let's say you can't get anywhere in Impossible, you can't get anywhere there and this and that, you know. These are some very good units that you can use to pass on. So for me, I think one of the biggest questions that I see being asked online is the seed thing, right? Everybody wants to make seeds, everybody wants to make money, and I personally have two ways of doing that. One of them, I already made a video on this, is the lawnmower method. I'm gonna also do a rolling log method, because that is basically much easier to get the lawnmower, right? The rolling log you actually get in the quest lines, which is over here, so if you go over here, you can see you can actually claim it quite fast, actually. You can get this in the first day, easily within the first day, by far. Anyways, so let's talk about some units that I have here that I think are some very useful units that you can have along the way. So I'm gonna talk about Money Tree first, because that's a very beginner unit that anybody can basically get pretty much on the first day. If you well, you don't even have to be that much of a lucky person. I mean, usually you get them in here. It's in the basic crate in there. So if you go over here, it's the crate that costs 100. Getting the Money Tree is a 11%er, which is still quite viable. I mean, if you use all of the codes in the game, you should be able to get it. Obviously, this is not a 100% guaranteed way, but you are definitely going to be able to get Money Tree at one point. I mean, it's going to be super fast. What the Money Tree does basically is simple. The Money Tree gives you money over time. So if you are in the beginner out there and you have some sort of units that you think is expensive and you can't get anywhere without it, you should be able to get a Money Tree, at least 5 of them running, especially in survival mode. I'm currently this far that I don't necessarily need it because I have all of the other units I get by in survival just like that without having the Money Tree, but in the beginning, I think the Money Tree is definitely something that you should be looking for, because as far as I know, I'm not 100% sure, but as far as I know, this is the only money unit that we have currently, the only farm money unit, but maybe there are more. I don't know. I can't tell you for sure right now. Also, I just made a video where I talked about the basic starter units for beginners, so make sure to check that out. It's on the channel right now, so I was talking about literally for beginners only, not like, you know, like Electric Beetroot or something that's super hard to get, or Prism Leaf, which you can get in the quest tab. Literally just some easy ones that you can get straight from the beginning, you can pick up and start playing the game. Alright, anyway, so let's go to the units and see what we got here, okay? One of the other units that I thought was very viable is Palm Tree. That was my first unit that was actually doing quite a good damage. You can switch between the Palm Tree and the Broccoli. They both cost 800, but there's a few unique features to it. So you can see Broccoli is 4 seconds, and Palm Tree is 4 seconds, but we can actually get it down, the Broccoli you can get down to 1.5 if it's maxed out upgraded. But the damage, take a look at the damage here with I mean, Broccoli is sick, dude. Like, Broccoli is really, really good. But the one thing where they really have a difference from is the range. And Palm Tree actually starts off with 12 and it goes all the way up to 29, and Broccoli goes only up until 16. Now, if that is something you want to consider, I went with a Palm Tree first. I was not disappointed, but Broccoli, if you're really missing out on damage, I think Broccoli is also a really good one that you can grab. You can grab this here in the beginner crate as well. There's a lot of easy and good ones to get. So everything in here for a beginner is really, really good. So let me tell you which ones I like a lot. So Farmer, Money Tree, Palm Tree, Broccoli, and Watermelon, and of course Bloodvine. If you can get Bloodvine, this has a really high value, and it's a really strong unit as well. I mean, take a look at the difference though between the Floral Overseer. It's a ×5 burst damage, and this one has a 3 burst damage and it goes up to 1320. This one goes all the way. I mean, this one goes to like 575, but the DPS, and it's really, really powerful. Really, really good stuff. Anyways, so yeah, it's a good unit, man. It's a good unit. And if you buff this one, for example, if you buff it with like range, like with Black Clover, and for example, the Sprinkler, which I'm going to talk about here in a second as well. But anyways, let's not talk about the Floral because that's not part of the video here. So another one that I think is really, really good to get up and just really grab it as soon as you can is the Lawnmower. It's not in the, I think it's in the Tropical crate as far as I believe. This one's the Astral. I think the Tropical is even more expensive. I think it's about 400, but I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, make sure to get it. As soon as this is for beginners, this is the most important one that you should be getting, really, because you can start doing the lawnmower technique. I have a video on my channel. It takes about 1 minute to, if you have the ×2 game pass, you get about 1,300 seeds within like 1 minute and 30 seconds. So this is the first OP way of making money inside of this game. So getting the lawnmower should be at one point your #1 priority if you want to know how to, like with the lawnmower technique, you can do easily 150 to 200,000 if you have the time seeds a day. I mean, you can probably do more depending on how much you actually farm, but sometimes I just get so bored of it, I just stop. Anyways, I'm very tired. I've been having a long week and it just doesn't stop. I'm chronically ill. I have to do a lot of doctor appointments in the last few weeks and days, and more to come tomorrow. Anyways, so lawnmower, yeah, really, really good. Now, let's talk about the ones that we had here in the last season, so to speak. The one stick paddle is actually a pretty good unit, but again, 150,000, is it 100% worth it? I don't know, maybe. If you have 150,000 just easily laying around, then sure, but if you don't, if you just recently got just 150,000, not so much. I wouldn't recommend any of these two, actually. If you would want to just spend money on it, I would go for stick paddle, or this one over here, the floral overseer. But in general, don't know. I still have to try out the Bloom Nova. I still didn't get it. I was a little bit lazy farming. I only have about 14,000. But anyways. One of the ones that I really like as well is these next 4 units. One of them is Rosemeyer, man. Rosemeyer is good. I like Rosemeyer in survival mode. If you play easy survival mode, making about 20,000 an hour or so. I mean, if you have the ×2 game pass, you get 40,000. But Rosemeyer, not so bad. It's actually quite good. God, I can't stop it. I'm trying. It's every time when I talk too much, my brain doesn't get enough oxygen and I start yawning. I don't know. It's sadly, it's like part of my sickness, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, so Rosemeyer, good. It also has a 50% slowdown, so if you put down a few Rosemeyers, they're actually going to be slower, which is really the meta in survival mode, okay? So Rosemeyer is a good one. You can definitely go for it. Don't ever try to go for these, you know, in general, like this one. You're just going to use and waste up a lot of seeds by having a 0.01% chance of getting them. It's not worth it. Save your seeds and use it on these if you want to, but first of all, these are like the must-haves that I told you, know, like farmer, you know, it's a good one to do damage in the beginning. Cabbage, palm tree, broccoli, watermelon did me really good deeds in survival, trust me. Another one that I also really do enjoy is the UFO seedling. I really like that one as well. Is it seeding or seedling? I think it's seedling. Anyways, really, really good. And watermelon pushed me basically through survival easy mode. So if you have either of these two, you're going to be also good to go. The speed sprinkler is really, really good because it increases. You can lay down 2 of those and you can basically make, what is it, like 25,000 or something? Yeah, somewhere along those lines. 25% faster spawns in damage with your units. So a nice combination is with anything that already does a lot of damage and is quite fast. Speed Sprinkler is literally gonna give it another 25%. So that's very nice. Okay, so what else kind of units? I mean, if we want to talk about like the units up here, like some of the more expensive ones and the ones that you have to trade for, Rainbow Tomato is really good because Rainbow Tomato literally is one of the best starter units in the game. It's like probably place 4 or 3 as one of the best starting units in the entire game. Really, really good. So try to get that as well. Again, Palm Tree is good. I haven't tried Frag Pedal, but it doesn't seem to look that crazy to me right now. I don't know. I haven't tried it much, but when it comes to, I mean, I guess, but 1,500 quite expensive, and the time, you know, 5 seconds, I don't know. Then I also got the Umbra unit, which might be actually quite good. On paper, it doesn't look too bad, but again, 1,500, quite expensive. As you can see, a watermelon is only costing 1,000, so yeah, I would take a watermelon probably any time over this one. But what does it do? It disables hiding enemies. Interesting, okay. Sure, but anyways, what else? Down here, you know, some like beginner-friendly ones, Lumberjack, Slingshot. They're good starters. You can go for those as well. But yeah, let's talk about the ones that are a little bit more expensive here, the ones that I already am wearing. Probably one of my best or better units is also Frost Shade. I really enjoy Frost Shade. Kind of hard to get, has like a value of over 650 as far as I believe, but Frost Shade is really, really good. And by the way, the value is just a number. It doesn't mean like it costs 650 seeds or anything. It's just like a value that the community has given to it, so it kind of has some sort of a trade value. Anyways, Frost Shade good, very, very good. It slows down enemies when maxed out to 20%, which I enjoy a lot. Does some fair amount good AoE damage in the beginning as well, so don't underestimate it. But if you really want to go for damaging units, something that completely hits somebody into the face front and then just knocks them out first round, I'd probably go with Super Sprout. Super Sprout is doing me very good justice. I mean, honestly, take a look at the speed that we can take it down to 0.6, and with the damage it starts out at 200 and it goes on, and it's AoE as well. So it's not like with Floral Overseer, which is singular target. The Super Sprout actually like rains down electricity bolts, and it's really, really good. I did get it from this, like there was this crate previous to this one, previous to the mushroom crate, I think it was in there as far. No, there was like a limited store. I don't think it's here anymore. I mean, obviously, because I can't see it, but there used to be a limited store, so I don't know. That's how I got it. And it did cost 150,000. Sorry. Anyways, I mean, that keeps happening. Yeah, that's part of it, sadly. I'm not trying to addict anybody, like trying to make you guys yawn. Anyways, let's go over here. A few interesting ones to talk about. Again, you get Cabbage down here, which is really, really good. Rafflesia is supposed to be pretty good in the back garden. People like Rafflesia in the back garden. Costs about 75,000 as far as I believe. Petal Ray, I don't know. I mean, on paper, though, if you take a look at it, it doesn't look too bad. How much do they sell it for? 50k is not too bad. I'm gonna be honest. I mean, 2.86, that's fine. 2,500 is a little bit pricey, but it has a ×5 burst damage, so it does pretty well. I would say it's pretty good. It's not like, it doesn't like throw me off and go like, wow, that's the best in the world. But yeah, fan blows enemies backwards. Okay, yeah, I can see people making that work, but in the beginning, don't know. There's a few ones in here. Atomic Pepper is not really that much to talk about. I've seen people use Lemon Tree quite a bit in the beginning, so I think that might be one that you could be using as well. I mean, any of these ones here you can technically use, but overall, these are the ones that I really would prefer, probably. I did get, and I did trade, it was like somebody adding just, you know, the Gnomatic Saw, whatever it's called, Gnomatic Saw. I haven't tried it out yet. I'm gonna be trying it out very soon. I've seen videos on it, though. People say it's like, it's okay, but it's nothing too crazy. Stick Paddle, though. Yeah, that was the one that I talked about. This, like, if I had the choice between these two, I would have gone with Stick Paddle. And you can see, by the way, how many limiteds. They came out at the same time, right? So they both have the same limited stock. So I would say Stick Paddle is a good variant. You know why? Because Stick Paddle can slow an enemy down to 50% when maxed, which is powerful in many things like survival and endless and stuff like that. Really powerful. So yeah, that's also one of the units that I would use. Solarian Boom as well. It kind of gives you like a skill when you equip it and you play it. It charges up, and you can have like 3 of them charges, and they charge here on the right side of the screen. Takes a while until it actually goes crazy, and then basically what you then do is you press the button, and then there's like the solar flare boom happening, and like they get damaged and stuff like that. So it's a really interesting one. It's a really interesting way of playing the game, having like skills that you can use. The game is very unique when it comes to skills and, you know, how to use your your units basically. So yeah, these are the ones that I think are worth using. And of course, Tomato, right? Rainbow Tomato. But you gotta trade for it. It's unobtainable now. You usually get them with admin abuse, which every time happens when there's a new update. So, yeah. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys are enjoying this video. I hope it helps you, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good one. Bye.